Hi everybody, hope you are doing good today and thanks for watching this video. I'm recording this for the topic Learn IT part 4. Little bit of it is a repetition of Learn IT part 3 and that's one. And I've received a couple of emails and queries from various friends across India. I'll read out their names. One is Sharat Kumar Verma. I met in Siripuram village when I visit India. And Vivek Mohanty from Orissa is doing BTech first year, and he asked me which course he has to start and how to focus, what to focus. I mean, that's what in the career point. Shivalik Sharma from Pune University, and I've interacted with G. Tejaran for a quite long time, who got a campus placement, worked on it, on how to hit the campus placements jobs also. So that's why I refer his name. And Swarna Kuldeep Sharma have questions on non-STEM universities issues. I mean how to advantages and disadvantages of universities in that is also I thought of recording this part, and I'm dedicating this video to them. And whoever in BTech first year, it will be, or second year, it will be applicable for all the students. That is the core intention of recording this. Yeah, I quote and I mean suggested a couple of friends whoever contact me to stay in touch with the LinkedIn, and they queries. I mean, why LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is to professionally connect with professional world, to see if you see their profiles, the guys who are working in India, IT I mean, and global. So you will understand what's going on and what kind of jobs are available and how people are working on various IT sector. That's the core idea, and to stay connected. And one is if you have good professors and all your good friends, you have to make sure they endorse you before you leave the college or university, so that it would be useful when you go abroad for a professional reference, right? Rather than email, the business emails or university emails may not be continued, right? So if you stay in LinkedIn, that is the advantage of connect. Yeah, that's the advantage of stay connected. That's one. And that's the advantage. And to quote few of my experiences, I mean, intention is to record, to share my experiences that I have interacting with a couple of head of the departments and vice chancellors of various universities there. I mean, some of them are relocated here, and those things in a nutshell I thought of inform to you. It will give an idea for you where to start, how to go, right? That is my intention, rather than do a spoon feeding kind of training. That is one. And to quote, I've gone through a couple of videos on YouTube or maybe internet. You can also go through it. The Indian companies in U.S.A. interact with the students, universities or colleges. What's going on in the industry, they share their knowledge or train them. In fact, you can also go through it. Whatever I've seen, I'm just sharing it to you. Something similar is missing in India is what I have been understand when I was there, and since 2008 when I have been interacting with a couple of students, professionals. The bridge, the gap, there is a huge gap between educational institutes, either colleges or universities, to industry. It may be any industry, mechanical, civil or engineering, IT I mean. So that gap is missing. That's why guys, they come, those who got through campus is fine, otherwise they have to go to Amirpet or some computer training institutes located, right? So based on those things, I've been interacting with the guys who are got through campus placement and shared those experiences when I visit in Siripuram village. That is one. And to overcome that individually or as a group of friends, come onto the Facebook There are many forums, I guess, pages, and you can also like our 2 pages. That's my core intention is that, like every student who is above 13 years must stay connected with the world, what's going on, and all that he has to learn, and don't go far away from IT. If you are far from IT, information technology, you are going far off the world. That's what I want to stress out. And I read NASCOM reports and discussed with a couple of friends here. What I understand, only the 10% of the BTech passed outs are getting through the campus placements or fit for the jobs. They didn't say campus placement, fit. So that is the I can say low standard or quality. Something is fishy going on. Really educational institutes needs to do hard work to fill the gap. Yeah, okay, my son's making noise. It's okay. That's a core intention of recording all this, sharing of information, so that you will understand what's going on in the industry, and you will try to stay connected to the industry by connecting through internet, right? That is what. And when it comes to BTech first year and second year, or whoever admitted in any graduation, what you need to do is you have to focus on your education first. That is priority 1. To quote an example, to give an example, in the South Indian breakfast you have idli and sambar, right? Like idli is an internal exams and sambar is like an external exams or practical exams. So sambar is nothing but it is water, right? Water. To the point, to quote into the context of the example, the proteins and stuff is there in the idli, the core part of the breakfast. Same thing, to pass an exam 20% if you study the subject is enough, but to understand the subject, to know everything in and out of it, so you must get at least 60% of marks in the 50% of the internal marks. Hope you got this. Take out the external exams, take the internal exams. In the internal exams of 50% of the syllabus, you have to score 60% of the marks in that. Okay, not just pass 35 marks out of 100. That passing is easy. You don't need to read entire syllabus, right? Take old question papers and all. But get the 60% of the marks in the 50% of syllabus, then you will definitely stand in the distinction. That is what you need to focus on during entire your 4 years graduation. Point 1. Point 2, let me take this example. I already explained in LAN 3. So I strongly recommend every BTech graduate to study on the networking, because networking is a field which will never change that quickly, and evergreen global opportunities are there for CCNA, CCNP securities and CCIE securities. Okay, you study like I quoted last time. You take a book like this, you buy it, okay, or take it from the library, and you study 1 hour a day. Don't go to bed without reading that particular day 1 hour on the networking subject. If you study for 1 year, for 365 years into 4 years, right? So you will end up by spending 1460 hours on this book, or maybe if it's not included CCIE, so you will go through the CCIE also. So if you have financial issue, you don't need to spend the certification exams. 1. Second, if you can afford, you go to the institute. Otherwise I don't recommend, because I learned from my background, right? So the same thing you learn from the online, and you don't need, like I've shown Cisco router also, you don't need a physical router, because these days everything is virtual. So by the time you spend that many hours, definitely you have a lot of knowledge. Only thing what you don't have is practical knowledge. So stay connected to the technical people by LinkedIn. Okay, you will see their profile, and when you read the theory, you will see what they are doing it on the real environment. Point 1. Point 2 is locally and globally stay connected with the guys whoever are working on this networking technologies. So once you finish your 4 years of BTech, you should be able to answer any questions in the interview in the technical point of view on the networking module. You may get through in the campus placement, then you will work 4 to 5 years in the CCIE networking. Then you plan for H1 or any country. In the Middle East also a lot of demand is there for CCIEs. So which will be around $100 to $200 an hour in some countries. So you will go to those places. Don't think of $100 an hour now, but think of technology, think of subject, dream of your role, where to, what to do on the technology. Okay, that's one. After that, you have to focus on other activities also. I mean to say software development life cycle and projects. What are the projects? All that stuff you should able to understand theory and all. So I refer networking because it's evergreen and very interesting and challenging career. That's what but I don't know how many or few going to hit the 1 to 10 jobs in a big companies, right? Because very few, there are 1,000 Java programmers, there might be 1 or 2 networking guys, right? So you have to face that competition. On top of it, lot of other communication skills. You have to go through the interview, personality development, whatever the things required. Then share your knowledge. Don't sit idle in one room and lock room and read. Share with your friends. So one problem has a multiple solutions. So if you discuss your subject with multiple guys, so you will have a multiple solutions on the mind. So when you really step into fix a problem, like I gave an example, car stops on the highway, then you will have an idea how to fix it, right? Rather than you alone read and don't share knowledge, that leads to narrow road, right? And the reason I quote networking, not the Windows, means Microsoft releases the products every year. So if you start now 2012 in BTech first year, by the time you come out, it will be now 2015 may come and 2020, and new products, new versions will come, and your certification valid for 3 years and it will expire or all that. That's the reason I suggested networking, and it's very career challenging. I didn't say don't learn other operating system, but learn other operating system life cycle of software and what is project. All that you should be able to know. And I'm not saying don't watch cricket, stop all your hobbies. In fact, I played every single game. I played cricket, shuttle, badminton, long tennis for long years, and I participated in district competition also. But I never was sitting idle and cricket. So what I'm saying is, think productively, and whatever you do that contribute to your dream, that hours, that energy, time, everything, right? And that's how you need to drive. You need a driving force within you, and the self-confidence and confidence, and then communication skills. Countries like in India, you need education first. You watch movies, I don't say, but it's time waste to run behind these film actors rallies and all, right? That doesn't fetch anything to you. Watch when you really spend 100 hours on one particular technology. That's one. I'm not giving any exaggerated things. Whatever I experimented here, the same thing I'm giving. And English, countries like in India, you need education first and distinction, and not just pass, right? So second is to stand out from the crowd. The second is English, American accent English or global English accent, and communication skills, not just English. Various things you have to cope up from the beginning, because if you write an email to me or to anyone, it should be very crystal clear and crisp what is that you want to. So your email, one line or two lines, must give a clarity what you are thinking, and the reader should have an interest to give an answer, reply. For example, I don't know the answer, I can forward it to my friends, right? So by look at your email, the person should have an interest, or this person is really interested to learn. That's what you have to communicate in your communications. That's what is communication skills, right? Not just speaking and other stuff. Yeah, to conclude, if you are in graduation first year, focus on, I received some queries on to aim for undergraduate in the U.S.C, but it's expensive for 4 years to study BTech here, and then after that you need to do MS also, right? So better focus on the BTech there, and if you get BTech, focus on the total education. That's what I explained somewhere. I gave an example, right? Internal marks, you should get 60% of the or 50% of the syllabus. So then you will stand out from the crowd. Point 1. Point 2, focus on the CCNA right now. Spend 1 hour. What is there? You read, understand. If you don't understand, approach your networking lecturers or professors there. Don't spend money if you are a student, right? Spend money, and if you find a best institute, a certified guy is training, then you think of it if it is affordable to you. Focus on education, focus on networking, then focus on English, communication skills, and other stuff. Life cycle of projects, software cycle and all. Then when you are in third year, you must be able to write GRE and TOEFL to aim for the universities, aim for top 10 universities, and if not other universities, all universities carry same kind of infrastructure. And when it comes to final year, you should be able to write the GATE exam there. You should be able to, because you put 4 years of productive hard work, then you should be able to get a seat in GATE and MS in US. You should have a choice, right? Multiple choice. And because of this networking knowledge for 1400 hours, you should be able to hit any job in the local market, right? That's what is needed. And industry always prefer the younger guys, because I'm right now, if I want to start a company and take guys, I look at younger guys, right? Because they work for long hours, paid OT, and a lot of creative, all that, energetic. So based on that, this 1400 hours will definitely make you outstand in the crowd. Okay, that's what. And then MS in US, you have 3 choices, and you immediately hit a job there, right? So you have to drive in that angle. Those who applied for, those who are in non-IT, those who applied for non-STEM universities here. STEM means science and technology universities. So non-STEM, you get a OPT for 12 months. So for example, I did BTech civil engineering in India. I worked in civil engineering. Then I come here for MS in civil engineering or polytechnic or some diploma graduation. Then 12 months OPT I get, and 12 months. Then if I did civil engineering here, then I get OPT for 12 months, and then after 12 months I have to leave the country. That is the condition, because I have to otherwise I have to hit the civil engineering job in the local market, right? How to beat out the local competition and may replace the local employment, right? That is the reason I suggest everyone to focus on the IT, because world is moving. I'm not criticizing or denying other subjects, but you have to move with the global trend and IT. Don't go far from the IT, and learn when you are in India the basics. What you need to learn I explained in part 1 and 2 and 3. So learn IT. When you come here, you can hit a job on OPT when you are on OPT after your MS in your relevant field, and then you can also hit a IT job. So you have two skills. Like me, for example, I know BA, I did MCA, so I know science and technology, and I know networking. So I have three skills, right? So that's what I want to communicate to you clearly. So focus on that. So don't go far off from IT. It's no big deal, because my son, 9 years boy, is learning on his own. And I quoted an example, Mr. Naidu learned on his own and then visited countries to implement IT projects in Hyderabad. Don't link politics with this subject. I'm recording purely in context with the career and dedicating to those students who ask the queries, contacted me by email, and dedicate to all the students who are in the graduation first year. Have a good luck. God bless you. And don't discriminate anyone, because God is one, created all equally without discrimination. So we all love each other, should not hate each other, and God bless you. Please like our pages, because I wrote whatever knowledge I know, wrote it on those 2 pages, and subscribe our videos. God bless you. Good luck, and come back if any questions. Thanks, and I would like to hear from you.